Should have had the race info up to start with. There we go. I'm so good at this.
Yeah, are we live?
Yep.
That thing?
We are live now.
Nice. That was a good launch, man.
Yeah, it was a little, I should have had it ready, but it's okay. So we're starting in qualifying. This week is week. Oh, I don't have week 5 written up there, but that's all right. We're halfway through. We got 9 weeks total, so kind of at the halfway mark. Going to be doing spa, so people can get practice in for that 24-hour coming up. We're in the morning as normal, hanging out in Belgium in nice 64-degree weather. Looks like a clear sky, 75% humidity. That's about all I got for that.
So you're telling me we got 70-degree weather and Belgian waffles? Like,
oh yeah,
dude. Thanks for having me, Brian. Holy cow.
Yeah, it's a good week to show up, right?
It's an amazing week to show up. I love waffles. And GT3s too. We got some of those on track right now. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Is
They're
there?
hiding on you. Yeah.
They might be hiding. I don't see. Why do I not see?
Oh, because you're in qualifying and you can't see other cars. Cause you're...
Oh no, yeah, because I accidentally registered for the race. Oh
we'll
no!
just make
Okay.
racing noise.
This is
1x. You know what I mean? Like,
this is not great. I can't see any of the info in SDK or anything either because I am a registered.
Do you have a Discord stream thing in your OBS? Because I can stream my screen for you.
Oh yeah, we could. I could do that.
There we go. We'll go TV2 and we'll just go, I don't know, exciting, I guess. You
All
can
right,
see the
so
results as they come in. I have no idea what's going on.
so there is a we have found a disadvantage to accidentally registering for the race.
Yeah.
Besides
well,
this, it won't matter.
well, otherwise, you know, in oval it's not so bad because it's only 5 minutes, but you got 10 minutes of awkwardness
Yeah.
still now. So.
And we want to watch the cars. Okay, I need to do.
I'm streaming, right?
We'll do. Yeah.
I think I'm streaming. Okay, good. Easy part's done.
Discord. Yes. Why doesn't it show up? That's weird.
All right, Brian, you gotta be careful now. Ken's here to clip things that you say, so
Uh-oh.
be careful.
Okay, I did a window capture, and I said Discord, and I said okay, and then just nothing shows up. Cool.
I wonder, is it because
I'm just gonna do. I'll just do a monitor
stream,
capture.
Is it streamer mode that's like preventing you from seeing Discord because it's trying to keep you safe?
Maybe the Discord streamer mode. No, that's not. All right, let me remove these. Move that.
I mean,
I'm
it's
just
a beautiful track.
I'm just going to add a display capture. There we go.
Right. So there you go. So now I'll just have to make the car noises.
Well, I guess I could.
Could like maximize it or something. I don't know. Hit the down arrow on our names. It'll fold that out.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there we go. That's not
Heck
too
yeah.
bad.
No, dude. You have cars going vroom on track. Pretty awesome.
We just have no audio. Oh wait, will it pick up Discord if I unmute the? Oh, maybe it's turned way low. Hang on. Oh, it does. All right, we got audio.
Yeah, but does it double feed the words though, like what I'm saying, or no?
No,
it
this is straight out of Discord into there. So yeah.
Some people are straight out of Compton, but we're straight out of Discord, folks. This is what we do.
All right. Well, I still can't see any info, so I guess that's.
I got you. Hold on.
That's up to you to help me with. Yeah, there we go.
Easy. Look at that garbage layout. Holy cow. This is what he saves you from every race, guys, just so you know.
Yeah, this is we're a professional outfit here.
Yeah, so Morgan is on the pole so far.
Oh, and that is a hotter lap than he ran in practice, I believe.
A hotter lap than I think anybody ran in practice.
Well, yeah, I think so.
Sean actually had.
Oh, no, he had a 17 flat. I missed that. I saw a 17-17, but I did not see that one.
What's old Sean doing? Well, Sean's on lap 2. How many laps you give these guys? You give them 3?
They get 3. I don't know if they have time because the track's fairly long.
Well, they better go fast, huh?
I think if they start right when the timer starts, I believe they'd have time.
I think Spa needed a 15-minute quali timer. That's all
may
good,
have.
though. Just do better. Easy.
Yeah. Just get 2 like normal instead of 3.
Right? So let's jump in the cockpit here.
And we even got Carrie popping in above Sean so far.
Yeah. Look at Carrie go.
Carrie and I and Logan and who else is here tonight that's going to be racing with us?
Baker's not here.
Yeah, Baker's not here. I
don't know. Who else is here?
Yeah, who else? Oh, William. William's not here either. That's the one we're missing.
I'm bummed that Nikki's not out there running. Brandon Dooley is out. He hasn't set a time yet. Oh gosh. And he just set a time, but he's now on lap 3. He must have validated lap 1.
Yep. He must have had some
That's going to be
Some
trouble
1Xs.
for the 14 machine for sure. That's going to be rough. Have a lot of field to go through. He might have some. He might have time. 7.5. This is his last lap. If he can really push for this one, that could be something. Where is Sean on the track right now? Sean.
He is. He just
it, so
crossed. Yeah, so he's.
Yep. On lap 3, so he
That's-
also has time to set one more lap. Try to get up there.
He should be able to make it.
Yeah, Kerry's also up there pretty good on his lap. Let's see if he can squeak out another 2/10 on there. Morgan is right about where Kerry is. So all these guys look like they are going to squeeze in a third lap. This is Declan Daniel. I don't know who this is. I haven't raced too much with these guys. Has Declan run races with you guys before?
This might be his first week. He signed up earlier.
Well, if it is,
I was going to
he's
check
having a heck of
Discord,
a
but I
showing.
can't because I'm using it to stream.
Oh, yeah, I can check Discord.
That's-
Hold on, let's see.
I was just going to look at the
Standard,
registry.
yeah.
I was trying to remember when he registered. I don't think he was in the race last week.
Let's see. Got the points up there, so he would be. Yeah, no, he doesn't have any points, so he is most certainly not scored yet. So heck of a showing for his first race so far, rocking the number 31 BMW, the Fanatec sponsor, on the back at least.
Yep.
And Chase Cam, what other sponsors do you have on there?
And there at the very bottom, you can see me, who accidentally registered for the race, which is why we're in the mess we
let's
are.
check in on the 41 machine here and see how. Oh. Well.
I registered with the almighty Merc because even if you spectate, you still have to register with a car.
Of course. He's spectating with Merc. It's good stuff. He's
Yep.
sitting in one in the pits right now. It looks like Kerry did not better his lap. Morgan did
No.
not either, and neither did Sean.
And neither did
so
Sean.
top
He
three.
completed his lap, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon Dooley does pop himself up there a few spots. I'm not sure exactly. This is his 10th, I guess, so that's good for him. Good recovery. 10th is a lot better than where he was previously, which I think was down closer to 20th with that second lap after the first one invalidating. So that's good. But we've only got about 10 seconds or so left here in qualifying. I don't know if there's anybody left that's going to be making a run. Dare Chan is on the track.
Nope.
He's out of
And
time.
there it goes.
So there you go. You can take your.
All right. We'll hide.
Must be tired of racing those cars if he's running. Yeah. Good one, Ken.
We'll hide the hide Discord feed. Let me mute that so we don't hear it coming through anymore. All right.
So you have. Do you normally say anything to the guys before they take off here? We got a shortened pace lap.
I don't normally. I don't. Well, I guess Will usually gives them a little turn one
All right.
reminder, but that's about it.
All right, I can try to do that. Let's see what we got here. Am I still?
All right.
All right, I'm good.
I'm gonna pop up the grid.
Alrighty. I'm gonna mute so you don't hear me twice.
Okay.
Hey, drivers. Just a friendly reminder to take it easy through the first couple corners here as we get the tires warmed up and get through the session cleanly so everyone has a great start to their race. Very shortened pace lap here, so just be careful in the final couple elbows here. And good luck. Remember, Brian said the fun is mandatory. I don't make the rules here, so I'm not going to enforce anything, but, behave. That's all I got, especially you, D-Mac. Thanks, guys.
Hey, real quick, does this start after turn one?
That's a great question.
That's a really good question.
It's the same start as inside, I think it does. Alright, just making sure. I think it's the next start now. Just send it. I got it.
We will all find out.
Wait, no, you're behind me. Please don't.
We still got people loading in.
Right? We should go now.
All right, so the starting grid, we got
Yeah, I'm-
more on row one. We got Morgan starting at the top, taking that top spot. This season has been hard for him to qualify P1 at events Sean has shown up at. In P2 we got
Sean.
Kerry.
Have fun.
Then there's the Sean in row two, starting out P3 with D-Clan Daniel, who was a new sign up, new to us tonight. Oh, this is a super short start.
Yeah.
We got Hibbs, Tiago, the next row, Daniel, Chris, Mark, Dooley, and then we got Logan and Skylar. And we're going, here we go into T1. They have the, looks like the start is after T1. Everybody can kind of sort out.
Yeah, there's the
Yep,
green. Okay.
everybody's kind of sorting out already before the green.
Probably not
And
a
we're
bad
away.
thing.
Yeah.
Need some space for this corner. Looks like everyone is going to remain mostly single file. Yeah, we survived.
Go look through the field a little bit. Watch them come over the top of Radion. That's kind of cool seeing the cars pop over the top of that.
Yep. Tiago and Chris both
Oh, we got
slowdowns on that one.
Sean already trying to make moves on Morgan.
Oh yeah, he is there. Yellow Mercedes
Here's
to
on the
inside.
on the inside. Oh man, he is.
He's at 2
We
wide
just
roll. That's
started.
Yeah, Sean's like, we just started. Oh, he gets defensive, and Kerry gets to the outside here. Going to hold Sean honest on the inside. Sean gets a good exit, though. Is going to be able to clear Kerry Brooks. Remain 1, 2, 3. Morgan, Sean, Kerry.
All right, who we got? And we got Richard Hibbs and Declan hanging out behind him.
Looks like we did have an incident towards the back of the field. I see Jeff
Oh,
Oaks.
we got
is currently
Jeff
serving
Oaks
a meatball
crashed.
flag there.
Let's have a little replay of that and see what happened. So he's coming in to, it's turn 3. I don't know what it's called. Oh, it looks like he just didn't give quite enough room to
Yeah, and he spun
whoever
again.
was inside of him. I'm not sure who that was.
He spun again, but this time I don't think there's been any contact with other drivers. So, at least likely see him tow to the pits there. We do have some yellow flags there. It's a little jumpy with the yellows. Mark, I think that's Mark Rondu. Is that how I'm pronouncing that right? In the number 9.
We always just say
number 11,
Rondo,
sorry.
I think, but
Rondo?
yeah. But don't, I'm just as bad on names, so
Yeah,
we're in trouble.
Don't even get me started. I'm already having non-flashbacks with Morgan's last name. It's like 5 letters, dude. I'm so bad.
Yep. Oh, I
Morgan, speaking
forgot to
of which-
turn the music down all the way. I always
Oh,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yep,
We're all
yep,
just
yep.
vibing, dude. It's all
We're
good. Everything's fine.
professional broadcast here.
Ken's playing word games in chat. Gotta love it. Can't spell spectator without car, I guess. Which is just like the least catchiest version of that thing I've ever seen. It's still accurate. Anyways, so Morgan's got a little bit of a lead gap now on Sean. You'd think, though, with the draft that Sean's going to be able to close it here on the straightaway. I wish
Yep.
I knew these straightaway names. It would make
We-
my talking so
The
much
big
more authentic,
long
you know?
the big long straight is Kimmel Straight. I know that.
Kimmel Straight?
I know you got-
That is this one? Okay.
You come around to Hairpin, which I forget the name of, and then you got Eau Rouge, Radion, Kimmel Straight, and then that's it. That's all. Well, the downhill left-hander is Puhan. That's as much as I got.
Understood. Well, surprisingly, we do have a few incident points so far. Most recently, Kerry Brooks started getting a 1X there. Kerry is staying right in the wings as Sean Ryan, as Richard Hibbs is all over the back of him.
Yep, I've been
Declan.
viewing Richard there. He's been close on the
Yeah.
back.
I've been watching Richard now. I got, last season I was a little bit more involved here and stuff like that. Dude, Richard is like Iron Man. This guy makes like 0 mistakes ever. Even when he crashes, like that
Oh,
time
yeah.
at Lime Rock, he doesn't even crash. Like he
Absolutely.
he wrecked and he was just like, nah. He just kept going. I love watching Richard drive,
W-
man.
and
I
we
bet
got-
he is.
We got Daniel right on the back of Brandon Dooley as well.
Ryan Phillips is spun. Ryan Phillips
Oh.
is spun. I don't think he collected.
Let's have a little look
anybody
at
there.
that.
Yeah, a bunch of drivers.
Oh,
getting
I'm
one
gonna
accident.
say this is. Oh no! Whoa. Okay. The car just did not like the rumble strip. It's almost like it high centered over the top of the rumble
Well,
strip.
you
That
see
was
what he's
wild.
Driving, right?
Oh yeah,
That
it's a
stinking Porsche, man.
it's a Porsche doing Porsche things.
It's a Porsche doing Porsche.
I was
things.
gonna
Love it either way,
I
though.
was gonna call it doing Porsche things, but the rear end didn't just snap by itself out of nowhere, so it wasn't necessarily that, but
Well, I mean, it was still a Porsche doing something. So it's a Porsche thing.
that's true.
You know? It's messed up. It looks like he recovered with minimal damage, although he is now under fire from Ben Miller all the way in the back as well. I think Ben must have had an incident.
Oh yeah, they are close together.
Yeah, and fighting for, I think, what will be.
It's going to be hard for him to hold on to that with that damage on the front as well.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Ryan's just going to be looking to survive, get through as much of this sprint as he can, and in the future race, make sure to do anything but that. Back up towards the front, though. Sean's peaking again. He gets him close down the straightaway, and then Morgan's really doing well in the turns, Brian. He can really get away on the exit from Sean. Sean just can't quite get the grip enough to pull up alongside and put pressure on him.
Yeah, I kind of think I know the Merc has a lot of torque coming out of the corners, but I'm wondering if the Porsche is gripping just a little bit better on those exits.
Yeah, could be that. It could be that every opportune time Sean has, Morgan's sitting in the perfect spot to be defensive. So it's really cool to let these guys see. I was so bummed because last season it felt like every time they were close to each other to have one of these epic battles that they so desperately deserve, something went wrong.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't a battle. And this season it seems like that's not the case. It seems like they've actually been able to fight it out.
Yeah, Sean's been much more consistent this season.
Yeah, I think he kind of pigeonholed himself with the Lamborghini last season, and it wasn't the perfect fit for his driving style.
Yeah, I know he also was trying some different strategies with changing some tires but not other tires during pits to save pit time, and it made the car handle unevenly. You know, some weird incidents like that, and it definitely cost him last season.
Oh yeah, for sure. Cost a few drivers in certain situations last season. But
yeah,
I digress. Either way, just happy that all of that nonsensical "Sean's a really good driver, I promise" from last season is actually paying off for me now.
Yes.
I feel like it started to get to the point where everyone was like, "Yeah, shut up, Ben. He keeps crashing. Like, what do you want?"
Yeah, you can be as fast as you want, but if you can't make it through the race, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But he is definitely showing it this season.
Oh gosh, Ben Miller disconnected there.
I just saw he jumped to pits.
Yeah, 2X. I want to see what that's all about here. So he's sitting in 20th on lap 3. Oh,
going
man.
around.
Yeah, came out of a corner and just
obliterated
the front of that 22 machine.
Yeah, that's a big hit.
That's too bad. It's only the sprint race, Ben. You need to shake it off, buddy. Hopefully you come back for the feature.
Yeah.
Jeff
we got Sean on the outside of Morgan coming into the turn after Kimmel straight.
Contact. Oh,
Morgan holds him off.
Oh, man.
Oh, and Kerry has a big run on Sean after that.
Yeah, Sean was recoiling, man, because he got the door slammed right in his face, trying to make that move on Morgan, and Kerry is there now, almost taking it to his rear bumper in the corner there. Oh, man, they are all over each other.
Now that kind of,
really
now that kind of backed up Kerry. Now Kerry's got Richard right behind him.
Yeah, and
Brandon,
Richard,
not Brandon, Declan is still right behind. Yeah, Declan is still right behind.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it is. I was scrambling there trying to find the name.
Oh, Kerry Brooks to the inside. Sean's gonna hold for now. All of that backup really has given Morgan the reprieve that he needs, though. Biggest gap he's had all race, I think, on Sean Ryan right now. What is it, half a second?
Oh, yes. Yep, and Morgan is just running away right now.
Yeah, I think from Sean back to Declan, I think they're all the same car. They're so on top of each other right now. The biggest gap,
the
big gap difference there behind them. Brandon Dooley, though, started 10th. Looks like he was up to as far as 6th, now falling back to 7th. Still, though, moving forward in the 14 machine. Definitely something that he wanted after maybe a not so great qualifying showing for him. But I do see Kent Christman is in the pits with a very badly damaged 707 Porsche machine. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but looks like he's got a 2X there.
Take a little look at that.
Oh,
this is going to be Porsche
break.
doing Porsche things on Puhan.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Oh wow, that was a hard hit.
Yeah,
I can tell you from experience, and some PTSD from that exact that exact thing.
Yeah,
You-
that's what happened to Kerry last season, right? 'Cause last time
I
we ran
believe
Spa,
so. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in position to make a run for the race and the championship. He had so much practice in, and then we get into the feature race, and he hits the brakes, touching ever so slightly that
Yeah,
rumble strip, and that thing just shot left.
that rumble strip falls away right off the track. So if you use it, you have to use all of it. You can't half commit. You have to fully commit to it. And if you don't put that tire perfectly in the middle of it, it really snaps the rear end around when you get on the brakes.
You know, they call football a game of inches, and I really think racing, like motorsports, is like a game of like centimeters.
Oh,
or, like,
absolutely.
The smallest possible unit. It's unbelievable.
To go as fast as possible, you have to use all of the track on the outside and the inside, and you got to know exactly where those tires are.
Absolutely. Rocket car noises, Ken, in chat there. Has the hairpin Becky or perhaps Shirley? It's possible. Absolutely possible. We do have a little bit of a yellow flag. I believe the 37 machine of Skylar Rabin has had a little bit of an incident there.
Oh, you went off.
Same thing. Oh, because Chris Dowden was loose in front of him, and it looks like that kind of maybe scared him a little bit. Chris did not have a great corner either there, but he took the high line. That's like the Spa Daytona line that he took there to get all the way around that corner. That was wild.
Yes, Skylar can be fairly quick, but he hasn't had the greatest of luck in the series this season.
Yeah.
I just
I think it's his first season with us, yeah.
Stumbled talking there because I just saw Carrie and Richard going through the bus stop, and Richard was basically pushing him through.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way to make the guy in front of you go faster, right? Bump into him and help a brother out.
Maybe these back guys can work together. You get some bump drafting on that long straight.
Absolutely. Well, we've only got about 3 minutes and 20 seconds or so left in the race, actually, right now. So these guys are probably just going to have the one more lap, you think, Ryan, and that's going to be it? So white flag next time by?
Yeah, by the time they get around, it may be white flag next lap.
Sort of thinking. Still a very tight battle for a good portion of the positions. Looks like this whole field is probably
they
going to
are.
be catching
Further
Kevin
back,
Chrisman here.
we have Raphael and Skylar in a pretty good battle.
Yeah, Raphael's actually going after Steve Kelly currently.
Steve Kelly, not Skylar. Yeah, Skylar's behind them.
Yeah, he's close there too.
Well,
They're all right
now
there.
it's Raphael and Skylar after that corner.
And the cards are shuffled.
Thanks for proving me right there, Raphael.
Absolutely, good job. Love to see it. See some of the lead cars got some yellows there, but they're just it's like Sean Ryan and Richard Hibbs picking up some
Sean in a
1Xs.
big slide.
Oh, that's not good.
Let's catch
What
it.
happened there?
Let's catch a replay of that.
Oh, same dang thing. God, how'd he save that though?
Why is he
Oh my
not?
goodness.
Why is that not in my highlights? Oh, he hit the inside of the corner.
Well, he same thing. It was the outside that happened to him. The outside. Is what
Oh, the
caused him to
outside moved
spin.
him over there. Okay, on our
Yeah, and then when
replay,
he
we
hit the
just
inside, he saved it.
wow.
That's unbelievable.
That was a massive slide.
That has absolutely destroyed at least 2 or 3 cars in this sprint race so far, and Sean was just like, nah,
yeah.
I'm good. And in some miracle sense, I have no idea how, after completely spinning sideways in front of the field of a very, very fast group, Sean is what, 6th?
Yep. Still 6th. Almost
Brandon
top
Dooley.
5.
See Brandon Dooley breathing down his neck though, and probably some very, very angry tires on that Mercedes. This is going to have to fend off a BMW and try to chase one down here as we give her the white flag.
Yep. This should be white flag.
Thinking so. I'm thinking, I mean, if any of the leaders set a lap time that gets them there before the end of that timer, that would be the personal best of the race. Hands down in discussion.
Yeah, that is for sure.
Great stuff, though. Great racing, great recovery from Sean. I'm sure he's kicking himself right now, but knowing him, now is time to into the nose, out through the mouth, breathe. Everything's going to be good.
Yep. You got a nice long, you got a 10-minute warm up to chill out. A nice long 45-minute feature coming up. I was looking at Declan to see if he was going to possibly make a move on Richard there down the Kimmel Straight, but it seems like he's just holding in line.
Yeah, I think everybody's. It's the thing is, you're kind of scared to pull out a line because the second you aren't on the preferred driving line, you're hitting the rumble strip or something, then spinning your car completely sideways. No, Tiago.
Oh, we got
had an
Tiago moving
incident there.
backwards.
Yep. A little bit of an incident. He seemed to recover
And
okay. I think he only
looks
lost a
like
couple.
at some point Skylar got around Raphael.
Yep. Oh, Tiago had a big spin. Once again, though, I mean, fantastic. Wow. Okay. Hats off to Tiago on that one. That was unbelievable. First off,
Yeah, we're
keeps
giving
the
it a
car
watch
clean.
now.
Keeps the car clean, but then the recovery is beautiful. Making sure that he doesn't back too far on the track. Actually pulls the car further off
Oh
the
yeah,
road
he
first.
couldn't get turned. Yep.
Yeah, but he pulled it off the
That
road
was-
first. Let those cars go by. That's heads up driving.
That was the best he could
Tiago
do
there.
for a rejoin out on that situation. Oh, we're coming down to the bus stop. Does Kerry have anything for Morgan here?
Well,
He's up close,
Declan's
but
going for Richard.
not gonna quite be there.
No, Richard's going to shut the door. Kerry Brooks all over the back bumper. He tried.
And across the line.
Yeah, Morgan's going to take it.
We got Morgan,
job.
Kerry, Richard, Declan, Daniel, Sean finishing in that P6, Brandon in P4, Mark Rondow with the highest amateur finish in P8.
Yeah, that was P7 for Brandon.
Oh, yeah. P9 for Chris. And then round out the top 10, we have Logan Key as the second highest amateur.
Very nice job, gentlemen.
And is Jeff Oakes? Yeah, Jeff Oakes is here tonight.
Yep, he had that early.
That's right.
incident
He had the
there.
early incident.
He stuck in it.
So we'll
that's good.
see. We'll see how Jeff does in the feature because he is currently the AM points leader, with Logan not far behind him.
Yeah, and Logan had a great race, and I think Jeff would have too. I mean, like we said, gosh, just one centimeter to the left on his braking, and Jeff probably finishes right up there with.
Oh yeah,
Logan and those
absolutely.
guys. Yep. So it's really tough.
We'll see how Mark
Thanks.
does in the feature. He's really been picking it up lately. He can be pretty quick, but he's had issues with consistency and
Yeah, and that's
staying
definitely
on track. And last week he stayed on track and he ended up third in amateurs, I believe. I know it was a podium for sure, and it's shaken out. He may be doing it again.
Awesome. Yeah, the consistency thing is definitely going to shine through more in the 45-minute race versus the 15-minute race. So we'll see how he handles that. But first, we're going to have ourselves, actually, we still have some drivers finishing the race, I believe. So Ken Christman
Oh, yep.
is the only driver that
got
has
one
not
left.
finished yet, as he's going to be rolling across the line to bring his 707 machine
There he is.
home in 19th position. And as he crosses, we will roll into our 10-minute warm-up
All right, now we got
or
results. I'm
cool
gonna.
down or whatever you think you want to call it.
I know it's called they call it a warm-up session, but I feel like it's for me anyways, when I was driving
Fun
in
race,
the
guys.
series, it was more of a cool down for me.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Hell
Yeah, Morgan's pretty happy about his sprint race. So, I gotta ask, just because I do.
Okay.
Who is
Thanks for the education on the green flag location, Sean.
the
He went, so it's whenever he goes after the pace car goes in.
Oh,
so.
sorry, they're chatting there. I've got the radio on.
Yep, we got it
Talking
on
about
the
the-
broadcast.
Okay, good.
I wasn't
Sorry,
sure
I'm
which
not
one it was
just.
gonna be
Yeah,
either,
you're
so I
not just
figured
stopping.
just go.
My bad. But who's the car to
Nah,
beat?
definitely a good call.
I mean, easy answer is
Otherwise
Morgan,
we were
right? Because he
all
finished
set.
first.
Easy answers, Morgan. Yeah.
But who
He
do you
also
think's the car to beat tonight?
he also qualified high.
Don't we go on
I mean,
green?
Sean was
on
up there
the
all
start?
practice.
Or am I just
Somehow
thinking
Morgan
about
snuck it away. in
To my knowledge, it's
quali.
not mandated to go on green.
I don't. I may have to
I would
root
do
for
whatever I'm told.
Kerry on this one, because he's
I mean,
always
I
been
know
up
I've
there.
gone before the
Um,
flag drop,
but he's
so,
definitely going blow
I'm
for
not
blow
gonna
on
sit
this
here
one.
and tell you that it was the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, I wonder. So
As
they're
far as I'm aware, you can go whenever the safety car goes in.
they're chatting about when to go. You think we should mandate
Admissions are starting to come out. I don't
green
remember
flag
whether it's put in the rule book. If,
Yeah,
for
I've
this? Or?
if it doesn't matter to me either. We'll go when we go.
I've never
The only difference being though is when we go.
I've
early
never
there,
told them
the
on
rest of the
green.
field is really stacked up going through that corkscrew.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're still stuck in the bus stop, aren't they?
I don't.
Or well, the
disagree.
hairpin.
I will also just say, like, it is what it is. It's the same as in officials. So, like, I mean, if Morgan wants to be, he can be nicer to the backfield, but he's going to go as soon as we go around La Source, and there's going to be a stack up at that pinch point, too. So I think it's
Yeah, there's kind of
half a dozen of one.
two different. Yeah, there's kind of two different spots there where they're going to stack
Then,
up.
gotcha. You know all the officials I race, right?
Oh, yeah, Carrie, you're in every single session. I can't see you ever not in any official race. You're constantly doing them.
Little poke at his non-I rating because he
He's
never
official
does
for us.
officials.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, we normally take a
Morgan,
little
I have a note from
little
Ranger
break
Control
from
that says you
the
need to let the
broadcast
whole
while
pass
we're in the warm up. So I'll let's
by. Give
put
the
this
force a chance. I'm sure they'll let him.
put the
got
camera
this, hold on.
on. Oh,
gotta
nobody's
start
on
my
track
screen
right
share.
now.
Pedals.
1 second.
I'm gonna leave this on scenic.
I
I'm gonna
actually
mute
read the
us and
mandate for race control
turn
there.
up the music.
It's actually after the race, Morgan, that you have to let the whole field by. So after the checkered flag, that's when you let the field by.
And we will be back for the 45-minute feature.
Section 8 of the rule book says race start.
we discussed in the warm up there, just going off of when the leader goes. Keep an eye on the car in front of you and what they're doing. Control your own start, and continue to have a clean start just like we did last time. Everybody did a great job. Good luck. Have fun. 45 minutes is a long time. And fun is mandatory according to Brian. I didn't do it. Good luck, guys.
All right.
Right.
I got the grid up. I mean,
we
we
said all
should.
right at the exact same time.
We did. We should know. We should know what the grid is because it just happened. There's no flips or anything that happen.
Wow.
But the grid's up on screen. We could go over just before they start rolling here. Let's check out the points. So currently we have Morgan leading the pro class, not by a huge margin, less than 20. Richard in second, Brandon in third, only 5 points apart there. Then there's a little bit of a gap down to Tiago and Andrew and Chris. Over on the AMs, we have Jeff Oakes, Logan Key, AJ.
He sent it. He sent it right at the start-finish line. We are green.
We are green. All right.
According to Morgan, which is law right now because
I don't know.
Morgan's kind of leading.
Is AJ? Yes, AJ's here tonight. AJ's in third. Coy's in fourth. Ryan Phillips is in fifth. And I believe we have everyone here racing tonight that's in the top 5 of both AMs. No, I don't see Coy. Never mind. But this could be a big point shakeup for the amateurs.
Yep.
With Jeff's finish in that first race.
Yep. Jeff, what's your black flag for?
Get around me, Jeff.
I think Jeff got black flagged for passing.
Clear it,
Oh.
black.
Could be.
Can I clear that?
Probably for
Yeah,
passing
go ahead.
before the start.
Yeah, he had he got around Chris because Chris just did not
Got
go.
a little bit, that was good.
Oh, okay.
So I mean he just barely got him at the line, but I mean it was the swerve that avoided a collision. So I completely agree that should have been cleared, and it was. So we're good. We are good. So Sean Ryan up to 4th. Update. He's fast. Anybody surprised? Taking bets. Anybody?
And we got Richard stealing P2 from Carey.
Oh, Carey was sleeping on him.
I wonder if I have a. I know I have a replay of that. I just got I just have to find it.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Because I was trying to talk about points. I missed what happened.
Absolute chaos. I was really stuck on that black flag though. That kicked in the old oval. Like, what did it penalize you for? There's 3,476 things iRacing can pull out of its hat to penalize you for. What was it?
Oh, here it is. Okay. So was it just on the? It was just on the start. Richard was on the inside of the lineup.
Yeah, he was behind
into the hairpin. So he just got a good run out of that start.
I mean, think about it. If it was a NASCAR start, the exact same thing would happen. Starting in P2 would be the worst place to start.
Absolutely.
Oh man, Chris Dowden and Dare Chan both meatball flags. Kent Chrisman falling to the back. What is going on? The 707 car is around. He's back up and going. Dare Chan is completely destroyed. Chris Dowden has a meatball flag too. I don't know why.
Oh,
it must
Looks
have.
like you got some internet issues, Mark.
Ken had Porsche doing Porsche things. I'm not sure what happened to Chan. My replay isn't going back far enough.
Yeah, I can.
I see where he went off.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Big mash. That very slight right-hander right before the sharp turns at the end of the track. Before
Maybe
the
it's
start
this
line.
one.
He just hooked left.
Ah, here it is.
It's a big hit.
It's a Ferrari doing Porsche things. That's
no.
weird. That's not supposed
That's
to
not
happen.
good. No. No, we don't like that, not one bit.
No, that's a big hit. The whole side of that car goes crumpled in.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. Everybody that had problems, and I mean everybody that had problems, Jeff Oakes said deuces to every single one of them, and now he's 3 positions away from Logan Key. All of a sudden, suddenly, the number 20 Porsche machine.
And and he's currently 7 up from the start of the race.
Yeah, he's taking advantage of everybody else's mishaps there too. Really rough start, really heads up driving from Jeff there. iRacing tried to call him out, but that's what we do here at Six Sigma. They try to ruin your race, we say no. Absolutely
That's right.
not. Right click, clear flags, get that crap out of here. Love to see it.
We want some racing. We don't want
We
the
do.
racing to be ruined.
Absolutely. Race on, 20. Sean Ryan bombs the inside of Kerry
Oh,
Brooks.
look at that.
Oh, they're too wide. Bus
Oh,
stop
he's a little
time.
loose on that outside.
Oh, does he keep him honest? Not quite, but Sean is there. If he has the run on the outside, he might have enough speed.
Is he going to try? He's trying to get to the outside for the braking zone.
Yep, Kerry gives it to him. Makes it nice and tight.
Yep, protects that inside.
Oh, they make
They
contact.
had a little contact, pushing him out wide.
It's all good. You good?
I think Sean's going to have him now.
Yeah, I think he had to slow down. Kerry's got to slow down.
Oh, yeah, because he got pushed out so wide. Yep.
Yep, so now he's got to figure out where he can.
Right.
Yeah, he's got to watch out because D-Mac was, I mean, right behind him. So
Well, with
really got
that-
to be careful there.
With that going on, they're going to have a bit of a time catching up to Richard and Morgan.
Yeah, Sean does have a clear track in front of him now, which would be good, especially if Richard tries to apply early pressure. Declan was all over the back of D-Mac, who has taken 4th position now in the 73 BMW.
Yeah, when did D-Mac sneak up there?
Yeah,
I missed
it's money
that.
time. D-Mac always shows up then. Come on, Brian.
I should know better.
Yeah, Chris Dowden is still in the pits, now
Thanks for
getting
that
his
call-out,
car
Chris.
serviced.
That's work.
That's a bummer for the 88 Ferrari.
That is,
the way
he
at the
was
bottom of
he
the
was
grid.
running really good lap times too.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. So he had a 4X here. Let me see. What is up with that
I
specifically?
see
Oh!
early on, him and Mark crashed about the same time.
Yeah, so is this Mark here? The 11 machine is Mark 11. Yeah, Mark was trying to go too wide with him in the bus stop, and Mark got loose, came across, and I mean right at the entrance to pit road, and left rear quarter paneled Chris right in the wheel. It bent the wheel. That's what gave him.
Have a
the
little
meatball. That's
replay here of that.
so frustrating. That's so frustrating.
Oh,
Nothing
yep.
against Mark, just
Yeah,
you know,
that-
terrible timing for
Uh-huh.
everybody there.
Yep. The rear tires just suddenly gave out
Ugh.
and just
I
turned
can't
him
believe-
right
I mean,
into him.
That's another Ferrari doing Porsche things. When does a Ferrari get broke getting tapped like that in the side like a Porsche does? Porsche always have.
Oh,
like,
that's true with the very light tap.
It's like their
Yep.
it's like their rear wheels are wider than everything else on their car, and every time they get hit, they just break something. Unbelievable. Yes.
Well, we still have Morgan and Richard up there. About a 1.5 gap to Sean.
You
They have
made it
some-
7 minutes, folks. 7 minutes.
They have some breathing space there, at least for now.
Yeah, Ryan Phillips had a little bit of a jump there right before the bus stop, but he's recovered. Just a little bit of a ride in the grass, it seems. No further issues. He rolls on, getting passed by Chris Schuessler and the like. A little too wide action for the lead. Hibbs looking, trying to take the outside.
Yeah, he peeked out there.
He did. It made Morgan get defensive, and I'm telling you, boys, you start playing, that 9 car is gonna come get you.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
telling you what.
The best thing they can do right now is just tuck in with each other and run.
I think it's too late, man. I think he's there. I think he's got draft. That's wow. That's unbelievable. What a racy track tonight. Absolutely could not have asked for better conditions.
Oh,
I don't know
yes.
who the admin of this league is, but they're doing a great job. You know what I mean?
Well, hey,
Love you, Will.
this is all voted by the community.
Absolutely. Yeah, they put these tracks in. Makes it a lot easier for us. We don't have to make any decisions.
That's right.
Yep.
You just go down whatever got voted up.
The
throw it
lazy
in there.
choice is actually the crowd favorite. You got to, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's-
Yep. Although I guess this week they didn't have too much choice because we're in preparation for the 24-hour at Spa.
Yeah, and you know, and ever since we've started Six Sigma is this is our 3rd season now, and I feel like, you know, every single time we've had an event or something, we've tried to correspond any similar car racing to that event, and I find that, you know, these guys come and they have, you know, amazing races here, or even if they have bad races here, you know, and then they go into 24 and they just take everyone else's money, man. I mean, they have such great races. So really hoping that, you know, in the end of all this great battling, you know, we get the turnout of everybody goes in the 24 this weekend and just has a blast, because, you know, fun is mandatory. So,
Absolutely.
and that's just sim racing in general, man. I love that slogan, man. I want that on a T-shirt.
Well, we have Tiago and Brandon Dooley going at it right now.
Love to see it. Oh,
They
Thiago's
were
going to try to loop the inside. Ooh.
they're trying a little over under. Almost worked. They were side by
Almost clocked
side
the
through
wall,
the
too.
through the bus stop,
Mm.
and he is tight behind him. See if he tries anything past the Kimmel straight with this draft he's going to get.
Yeah, Thiago was really wide there on both occasions, so he was a little bit late to turn both times. I think Thiago has decided, no, Thiago is going to pull wide.
Yep, Brandon stays on the inside.
A little bit of outbreak attempt there.
I believe inside is the preferred line. You have to go back left, but you end up going back right eventually, which gives you the inside again.
But man, Thiago fought to get to the inside here, man. He is putting
and
oodles of
he's
pressure on the 14 right now.
on the long decreasing radius right-hander.
Oh man, Brandon is holding them so honest though. What a great defense from the 14 car. Oh, they're gonna make contact. No, that's not what we wanted.
Little bump on the bumper. Set the rears loose on Tiago. Usually you see the car in front spin, but there are occasions if the car in front is on power, the rear end will stick. It won't slide out because of how the weight's distributed in the car, and the car behind will actually get into trouble like that.
Yeah, I've seen that a few times, but I've never had it explained to me that way. So thank you for that, Brian. That makes a lot of sense. But that is very unfortunate for the 23 machine. They're having such a great battle. I think everyone wanted another lap or two of that. But,
oh, absolutely. That was great.
Oh, and yeah, and there's the 4X. Okay, sorry, my thing just blew up, but it's showing me what just happened. So.
Oh, yeah.
Dare Chan got a furrow black flag there, but this is a little off track, little 1X actions. So nothing crazy going on at the back. Up at the front, again, Richard Hibbs all over the back of Morgan.
Yep,
Trying to get something to happen there.
And Sean has closed half the gap.
I mean,
he went from a second and a half to about 0.7, 0.6.
I can't stress this enough. So Morgan ran a 2:18.23. Richard ran a 2:18.29. Sean ran a 2:17.81.
He's getting the
old 9 car,
stretching those legs on that Merc, using all that V8 power.
Yeah, he's absolutely flying right now.
I'm just, as a fellow Merc driver, I'm just happy to see Sean repping the Merc tonight.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely, man, and it's such a beautiful. I'm in third person when I watch. I do a lot of my viewing and stuff, so I get to listen to just the exhaust coming out of this thing, just streaming down the straightaways. It's such a satisfying car, and it really makes me excited for what's to come with the Mustang in the 2024.
Oh yes, absolutely.
It's coming. I mean, there's all this field needs is a little bit more America. They really need to get the vet in too, because the vet's a thing in GT3, right? Now they swapped it over.
There's I think they're racing now. I know there's a new one that is a GT3.
Oh, because they were just like,
because they were in GTE.
Dominant. Oh, Richard gets super loose there. Oh man, he saved it, but he's really slow. Sean had to check up for him, but is now glued to the back bumper.
Oh, Sean's gonna be making a move here. Although he's on the outside.
Sure. Oh, Sean gets a little loose.
He'll be back to the inside. Yep, Richard is able to hold him off.
Yeah, man, Richard got, I don't know if you can back that up and see, but he, right where everyone else has been losing it, man, just a little bit of rumble strip action. I think probably the least sideways we've seen anybody take that, obviously, without not having any issues at all. He did get a good save off, though. Nothing like Sean's for sure, but he actually maintains his position of second place, so probably happy that happened now, and hopefully he can try to pull back up to Morgan. keep these cars close. Sean's going to be knocking on the door for sure. Sean thought about diving there and then said no.
Oh, a little loose again.
Oh,
Got to keep that torque reined in on that Merc.
absolutely.
Yep, Richard got
Oh,
a good
Kerry-
little run out of that.
Kerry Brooks has actually made it all the way to the back of Declan and DMAC, who are now no longer that far behind Sean and Richard because of the slowdown from Richard there. I mean, realistically, you really almost could still throw a blanket over all these cars, man. There is not a lot of space between first and about 6th place right now. The biggest gap starts back to P7 to Brandon Dooley.
Yeah. We got somebody asking about Chris Dowden. He got an unfortunate incident. Somebody lost traction at the rears and it turned their car just right into him. He had nowhere to go. So a little bit of
Yeah.
bad luck for him.
Yeah, he gets some. Yeah, he did not have a good run there. That is very unfortunate for him in the bus stop there, and just that straight impact to the tire, right probably to the rim or something like that, just bends it off balance. I didn't even know. Like I looked at the car and I was like, I have no idea why there's even a meatball on it. But
Oh, we got Declan on the inside getting through on Daniel.
he did. Kerry tried to follow him
Carey
there too, but
almost followed. Yep.
T-Mac said no, one's enough.
Yep. No Jimmy Hayden tonight. He's taken. I think he's taking a little break from GT3s. He's not had the best luck in GT3s this season.
Yeah, Jimmy's a outdoor summery kind of guy, so
Yep.
probably going to be on and off this season in both leagues or whatever. But come next season and the winter season for sure, look for that 24 and or 42 machine to be kicking it for sure.
And out taking pictures of real cars, real sports cars, real motor
Yeah.
racing.
I don't know if you guys are in the server. A little plug for the Six Sigma Discord there, but they have some IRL car pictures. Jimmy's sharing his Instagram there. He's got his little side hustle with Jimmy Hayden Photography. Definitely worth a check. It's really good time for sure. Yes, this is me. Get some. This is Ben.
Yeah, we got Ben standing in for Will tonight. Will's usually more
I'm
on
sitting, but
the more on the admin side. But he's not here tonight because it's too hot. Too hot.
yeah, I don't know what's up with that not having an AC in your office. Well, I'm gonna put you on blast, bro.
He
First
does
off,
have AC, but it's in a second floor, and
put
the
AC
attic
on the second floor.
there's no he does have AC up there, but his roof, his ceiling, there's like no attic. Like the ceiling is the roof basically. So there's limited insulation and it's just an oven up there.
Okay, well, if you don't have like 4 AC units, then you're just not doing it right. First off.
Oh, we got Sean looking for a move on Richard.
Oh boy.
He gets it up beside him. Richard's going to end up on the
preferred line.
inside.
Oh, the contact.
The grass gets Richard a little sideways. And Sean's going to get through.
Sure, that's not exactly how he wanted that to go down, but Sean just could not get. I saw him trying to get the Mercedes to rotate left coming out of the corner there, and he made contact with Richard. Richard all the way to the right, though, so not a lot more space should be given to the 9 for sure. Sean took everything he needed and a little bit more, I think, but still gets by. Thankfully, though, Richard holds on.
Now I'm
For
having
now.
a little look at Kerry now, who's all over Daniel. Oh, he's going up the inside down through Puhan. He's going to be
Sounds
on
like a
the
Dragon Ball
outside for
character is
this
what that
one.
sounds like.
It kind of does, doesn't it? Oh, and he gets him before going into... Those corners are like bip and bop or something like that. I don't know. It's too little... Yeah, it's too little quick
like
words like that. I don't...
It's like a DBZ character and then like comic book action words for corners after.
Yeah.
What's this, the
Well,
Kamehameha straight? Like, what the hell,
they're
Brian?
in Belgium, but half the names are French. I don't understand what's going on.
Listen, man, as long as I have waffles, they can speak Taiwanese for all I care.
We'll see if
Love to see it.
Daniel gets a chance to strike back there later.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see too if Richard's machine had suffered any damage there. As Declan's really putting some pressure on him now.
Oh, we got
I don't know if there might be a little bit of.
Tiago and Raphael right on Logan.
Oh, Oh, and Thiago really trying to get on the brakes here.
Yep. Tiago's trying to make some moves and get around.
Yeah, Thiago and Raphael both really trying to get caught up. Two pro drivers stuck behind Logan, who, after Mark's early incident there, is P8 and the leading AM driver right now. So really trying to do his best to stay out in front of Jeff Oaks as much as he can. Jeff being, showing back into 13th position as we currently sit.
Yep, and out of those three drivers, Tiago, at least for his best lap, is almost 2 seconds faster. So
Declan and two wide with Richard Hibbs.
Probably really wanting to get around here.
Yep.
Yep, let's pop back over to that.
Defends. Kerry Brooks just watching intently. Declan is all over Richard Hibbs right now, putting immense pressure on the 15 machine, trying just to make him make a mistake right now. It's a hard driver to make a mistake, though. Richard's Iron Man, and I'm knocking on wood. My desk is made of wood. I don't know if you guys hear the knocking. That's not a caster curse. If you mess up, you were driving, so. Logan looks like he had it. Oh, man, Logan is damaged.
Uh-oh.
On the 121. That's not good. That was a 4X. Let's see what happened here.
I don't see,
Oh. Yeah, Thiago made contact with him. That looks like Logan was trying to let those two go by on the outside, and he got on the brakes on the preferred line, and nowhere to go. Thiago just ran right into the back of him.
Here's where he passed. Oh. For some reason, that didn't show up in my list to review. That's weird.
I don't know if you have iRace control, but you can click on Logan and double-click the 4X, and it'll show it. It'll zoom right to it. iRace control's got the car log there.
I didn't have it running, because usually I catch everything in SDK, but for some reason that one didn't show up.
Well, SDK doesn't catch. SDK catches like events that it calls them, but
yeah, I just figured
iRace control is catching incident points.
That's what I figured. Since there was an incident point, I figured it would pop up there because it usually says crash.
Well, SDK will say a crash when someone causes a yellow, even if there's no X.
Yeah, sometimes.
You know what I mean?
Whoa! Oh! Was that a little contact there? Let's have a little replay of that.
Yeah, it was actually Declan into the back of Richard Hibbs and Kerry Brooks matrixing that spin. That was unbelievable. Super unfortunate
that was
for Declan, though.
The same thing that happened earlier, where the car in front was applying power, so the rear end didn't come out on him.
Is that Richard twice now? When that happened, that was Sean and Richard the first time. I told you that Richard was Iron Man, but I didn't realize that meant that you could not cause him to get loose by rear-ending. That's kind of insane. Wow.
Thanks, Chris.
Craziness.
And we got Get Some saying it's Jimmy's fault.
Yeah, you got it, Mark.
Well, with these incidents going on now, everybody's kind of spread out.
Yeah.
No, I'm all good. Okay, cool.
Chat back and forth. I do have to say, too, just a random call out. I mean, obviously, admin would do something if this wasn't the case, but still it goes without saying. Thank you to the drivers for allowing us to broadcast open radio. I would not do that in an official session. Not saying, just saying. Thank you.
Well, you got to do it if it's an open session, because that's just where all the fun is.
Yeah, if you're trying to make like an ARCA break weekly or something,
exactly.
On a live race with no bleeps playing.
Yeah, exactly. That or
you don't want to strike on your YouTube channel.
That
what if
or
they start
bottom
talking
split?
about NFTs? You know,
well, that's fine. This is the only thing we show here.
20 car has spun. That Jeff Oaks. Looks like he's just recovering now. He had a my goodness,
back on track.
Big old spin. Holy cow! That's a big hit. Oh man.
Oh, that's the exact same thing happened to was it Mark in the sprint race? That curb just throws the car into the air.
He monster jammed that. Oh, Raphael is destroyed. Oh my gosh, the 13 machine is in pieces in the grass right now, coming up to the bus stop. Trying desperately to limp his way to the pits. He might not actually end up losing a whole lot, as I believe he's inside of his pit window now and can limp in. But man, that is a super big hit for the 13 machine.
Yeah, Raphael, that just kind of snapped on him. It looked like it went a little sideways. He went to catch it and just snapped.
Yeah, like I said, I think considering the damage that he got, he's going to have to consider himself extremely lucky.
Well,
Pop a fast repair, and it'll be like nothing happened there, pretty much.
he went in the pits. We also have Stephen Kelly, AJ Robest, and Jeff Oakes coming down pit road. So they must all be within their pit window.
Well, Jeff Oakes has a front end that's smashed in from a wreck. Oh,
yeah.
Declan had a meatball. I didn't know that.
Oh.
What happened there? Let's see what his 2X is. Oh, it's early in the lap, too. Oh, gosh.
Let's see how these...
Something happened on the straightaway. I don't know if he was messing with his pit settings or something, but the 7, or I'm sorry, the 31 machine just...
Oh, wow. What happened there?
He towed.
Even jumped? was that a jump?
Yeah, you got towed. Yeah, that's what a jump is. I don't know if he was messing with his pit settings there, Brian, or what. The race I tried to run when we were at Road America there, I almost killed myself a couple times almost unalived myself a couple times trying to set my pitting settings. So, but that's going to really hurt for Declan. He was having an absolutely amazing race, which spiraled out of control there after the contact with the back of the 15 car. Into turn 1, that's a rough one. Steve Kelly and Jeff Oakes both receiving black flag penalties, I'm being told, for exiting pits incorrectly or possibly speeding. Richard Hibbs also...
What was that?
Oh, we got everybody's coming into pit road. Morgan and Brandon are still out on track, but Sean, Richard, Kerry, Daniel... and Logan now is coming into pit road.
Oh man, yeah, Chris was, and Chris
Sorry,
was
Richard.
Absolutely.
I got nothing, guys. I'm terribly sorry.
Like they had just a little stack up in the pit road there.
Yeah, Chris just wasn't very confident on the throttle there on pit entry, and yeah, that was a big mash. Richard Hibbs also, like I said, he received a black flag, I believe, for speeding in the pit road. I'm going to double check that just to be sure, because I don't think... Yeah, he definitely... I don't know what pit road speed is.
It's like 37.
Okay, yeah, he came in at about 42. So he's definitely going to be hurting for that one. So this is gonna be a big mix up here, guys. You're gonna see Richard have an extremely long pit stop. Sean Ryan will get out. Morgan, if he can get in and out scotch-free on his pit, which he has not taken yet, you will see him take a big advantage, I think, to his lead there.
Currently, the only two that haven't pit yet are Morgan and Brandon.
All good, man.
D-Mac spins coming out of the pits and collects Kerry Brooks at the pit exit.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Oh, that's catastrophic. Both of those cars coming out of the pits. Oh, that's huge damage.
Watching a replay now of Daniel.
Yeah, sorry
for
speaking out of turn there so much. You guys aren't looking at what I'm looking at. But
oh, no. Wow.
Kerry's car is destroyed in the front. It's not a meatball, but I mean he's going to have absolutely zero aerodynamics on that 77 machine. Unbelievable that some of these guys who got speeding penalties aren't even going to have to worry about it at this point.
Yeah.
It's an all-out melee coming out of the pits.
I will say we just got weird stuff happening at Spa. Last time we ran Spa, I won the race, and it was because stuff like this happened. I shouldn't have won the race. I had no reason to win the race. But just weird stuff like this kept happening. I don't know if it's something about Spa or what. This is wild.
Well, with everybody having their current issues on the track, you have Thiago currently 3.7 seconds off of the back of Sean Ryan.
Chris, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Kerry, I'm not sorry, that was Kerry that he's behind.
That was so stupid, man. I'm so sorry, dude. I hope I didn't
Well, we got
cause you some
Morgan
issues on that.
and Brandon coming down pit road right now. We're having Morgan's not quite to his. It's a very long pit stall, or
Sorry.
pit road here. So he's stopped, and we got Sean coming around the start finish line right now.
Yeah, Brandon's also just made it to his box as well. I think the undercut might still work in
It's-
Sean Ryan's favor here. It's looking really good.
With that
9 machine.
with that
Yep, go
stack
ahead.
up they had, I wouldn't be surprised if Morgan gets out ahead of him. But I don't know.
Well, he was already ahead of him, but gosh, I don't think it's going to be by much. Well, Morgan is kind of up to speed
I think
here.
I think Morgan's gonna gain a bunch on that because they had that little issue in the pit road when all of the rest of them came in.
Yeah, no, I would have expected more though. I mean, look at the rate at Sean Ryan's closing currently.
Actually, yeah, pit lane time, Sean was only like 4/10 longer
yeah, and
for
with
total
the
pit, so
undercut,
it
I
really
think
wasn't
that's
any
still-
different.
Yeah, that still runs into his favor. The only thing now is that Sean needs to work around the lap car that is currently between the two of them. It's Raphael in the 13 machine, currently being scored in
15th
15th.
looks like.
Is it 15th? Yeah, it could be. My numbers are all scrambled.
And-
Even iRace Control has no idea what's going on.
With
so.
all the shakeups we have going on, we have Jeff Oakes up 13 positions into
But he
7th.
he is still black flagged currently.
Oh, does
I
he?
believe for some infraction on pit road. So I'm not sure if he's going to be serving that or what exactly is going to happen. My only issue is I really hope that he doesn't run it out and get disqualified trying to serve, because pit road is going to take him past the start finish line. I hope iRacing understands that when you're in pit road, you're trying to serve your penalty.
Oh yeah.
So Sean Ryan around Raphael. Now there's 1.6 seconds that separates these lead two cars. 14 and a half minutes left in this capture the flag contest, Brian, and it's starting to look like a Call of Duty match, dude. This is unbelievable.
Yes, it is. We just got the weirdest things happening tonight. And there's such a
Holy
big gap behind them. It's a 10-second
There is.
gap.
Yeah, Get Some says he's having Long Beach
Yeah,
flashbacks.
Long Beach
Please
flashbacks.
don't do that. Don't you speak that into existence. Oh man, I wanted to quit so badly that whole night. I was just like, I'm done, dude. Like the whole, and not to pick on Corey. I love Corey. He's one of my favorite drivers in iRacing. But like to have him go about the whole, don't do anything stupid spiel, and then just shove Thornton Thomas right to the wall, coming to the green flag. I was like, no.
Uh-huh. That was a wild one.
It was. Hey, I'll be right back in 1 second. I gotta make an IRL pit stop.
No problem. Looks like right now we got Kerry coming up on Ryan Phillips. See if he can get by here. Takes the inside through... Where are they? Oh, I haven't brought up the track map yet. Let's take a look at the track map. There we are. Going through the bus stop right now. All the crazy stuff we had going on kind of split everyone on track up, not just the leaders. So Kerry's back up a position. He's going to be fighting up there. Oh, Jeff is in to serve that penalty, whatever he had going on there. And that puts Logan is running at the top of the AMs with Mark and AJ up there in the top 10 as well. Also with Ken Chrisman, who was a amateur podium finisher in I forget where at, but I know he was there. It might have been Road America.
I think it was. I am back.
So this is going to be a big shakeup for the amateur points.
Yeah, and Jeff Oakes actually currently on pit road serving his penalty as well. And
Yep.
as if anything could not go more wrong for DMAC tonight, he actually contracted a black flag penalty exiting pits after his big crash.
Oh, no.
So he is now coming back down pit road to service that penalty as well. Super unfortunate for the 73 machine tonight. It's not his best showing.
That is, that would be hard to keep going after that.
One after the other for sure. Kerry Brooks must have come down pit road and got the 77 machine patched up. You see, he actually has a front end that looks functioning at this point. So back in
Yep.
P11
Now he's
currently.
and now he's caught Ken.
Yep. Huge gap in front of him here. We'll see if Ken tries. Looks like Ken's gonna let him go.
And there's a lucky few of us that are going to have 24 hours of this weekend.
Yeah, well,
I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how forward I am looking to it right now.
Well, I would
I'm starting
just say
to wonder.
that it's yeah. Oh, Kerry, I would just say this to anybody that's trying to go out there and have fun tonight, and this is coming from somebody that doesn't race a lot, so I guess take that with a grain of salt. But 24 hours is such a long time. 45 minutes is nothing compared to 24 hours. Do not put yourself in an opportunity to make any issues, pushing or otherwise, at any point during the first, I don't know, 23 hours and 45 minutes of it. Because I'm telling you, especially if you're new to endurance racing, so many people that look like they could just walk away with it early on do not make it to the end. So really keep that in mind. Looks like Morgan got really slowed down there by that lap car that he just had to pass. I'm not 100% sure.
Was that Chan? Yeah, that was Chan.
Yeah, really just having a tough time trying to get that machine. Yeah, that's going to be a big advantage. Sean lost a good bit.
Yeah, I see he lost a chunk there at some point.
Definitely going to help close that gap a little bit as more lap cars surfacing in front of them. We are now officially under 10 minutes to go. Oh, yeah, Sean's very close. The bus stop makes it look so close, doesn't it, because they're so slow for so long.
Where did all the time go? We suddenly had everything happening, and just the time just disappeared.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun, man. Absolutely does. Oh, Dare Chan, big incident there. The 99 Ferrari. I say big incident. He got
I'll have a look here.
Right after the bus stop, he just hooked it, and then he bopped the wall trying to get out of the way. It's not a big incident. I don't want to be the announcer.
Oh, yep.
The huge crash. It's like one car spinning through
the passage. Went up over the sausage curb a little bit, it looked like.
Yeah, that'll do it. But hey, you got to have some sausage with your waffles, right? So that's okay.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Although you're supposed to have chicken, aren't you?
I mean, can I just check all box? Is that?
I want
all of it.
I suppose.
Don't limit my order. We're in Belgium. I don't want to have to be restricted in my spending on food.
Well, it looks like everybody's so split up now that Sean and Morgan are the closest battle we have going on.
Yeah, absolutely. The only two cars closer, I think, are the 73 and the 61. Oh, my goodness. Logan Key with a meatball flag in P5.
Crashed. Let's take a look. Oh, is it through Eau Rouge? Porsche doing Porsche things through Eau Rouge. I'm wondering if the
oh my gosh.
I wonder if he took tires or not in the pits.
Absolutely massive crash.
Yeah, that was a very big hit.
I think he towed there.
Oh, he would have had to because he's already in pits.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if he took tires or not during that pit stop, but on our 24-hour testing, we did a little bit last night, and I noticed the Porsche's rear end on those high-speed corners really likes to start stepping out when the tires get on the used side.
He did not. I just went back and watched his pit stop. It was a very quick in and out, and the car never lifted off the ground. So.
Okay. So that could have been what happened there.
And it sucks too because the way the Porsche works out when it gets sideways like that, or when it's even turning, still in the traction, it's the deceleration of the throttle, the lifting of the throttle that really upsets the balance of the car, and so you start to get sideways, and then you think,
Get
I'll
that
lift, and then try
lift.
to steer into it. The second your foot comes off the pedal, you've sealed the deal. It turns even harder, and into the wall he went.
Yep,
That's a
you
real
get
tough
that
break.
lift off oversteer, and then that
It
Porsche
is.
with the engine
man.
clear in the back. It's
And
just a pendulum swinging around.
if lift off oversteer had a dictionary picture, it would be a Porsche, man.
Yep.
That thing is just the worst for that.
It would
It is so intense.
it would be a Porsche, or possibly the soul of a Porsche, which is if you ever do the V races on there, because the V's are built from a Beetle, which same thing, engine's all the way in the back, and that thing just swings around when a car gets upset.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, Sean and Morgan are trading lap times right now that are about the same.
Oh yeah, let's bring up the
Sean's-
battle box.
Sean's really got to try to get inside of Morgan's draft range here to close any distance, because they're so evenly matched that I don't think he's going to catch him without a little bit of aerodynamic assistance. Heck of a run for Morgan tonight so far. Sean battling through it all, even with the funky pit stop and everything, still has a chance.
Oops, that's to Brandon, not Morgan.
Still amazing to me, though, like you said, that he only had four tenths of a second difference pit stop length. I don't know if Morgan overfueled or Sean underfueled, or maybe he did some tire tricks or something. I have no idea.
Well, I think with their little stack up they had, I think Sean had to slow down a little extra early before entering the pit, so I think there was a little extra time there maybe.
That's true, but like I said, I really thought with the distance that Sean was behind Morgan to begin with, that gap would have increased, and it really didn't seem like it. As Sean gets super loose in the bus stop there, he ends up gathering it.
See where their lap times come through on this lap.
Yeah, I think Sean fell to Morgan on that one a little bit.
Yep, just 2 tenths.
And I think that was all in the bus stop, to be honest. Morgan's going to have, depending on, I don't know who the car is in front of him here. Let me try to check that out really quick. So he is being preceded by Ryan Phillips. And I think if Ryan has a halfway decent launch, I'm not sure if Morgan is going to have any draft help. Don't know if he's going to get around Phillips before the corners or not. It would have been a real boon to him if he did.
Yeah, he won't be there in time.
I do not envy Ryan's position, man. I try to make it an art form to productively let faster cars pass. I like it when it's multi-class, because then I don't feel so bad at driving. But I tried to let Morgan go by at Road America, and I had braked just a little bit too early in a switchback position in one of the corners, and he had to kind of hustle his way around me a little bit more aggressively than I think he wanted to. So super unfortunate there.
Looks like he's gaining slowly enough that he may have a decent chance to pass coming up here.
Yeah, Ryan is not having the slow race. I mean,
Ryan is not slow by any means. Oh, Morgan's giving the flash, letting him know he's going to be coming through.
You can always tell these guys that can drive away from the field. They panic so much when they know that the race is in jeopardy, and Morgan right now is, I think, absolutely terrified of Sean getting into draft range on him and fighting it out these last few laps. But just over 3 minutes left, so I'm thinking it's going to be really close.
Oh, Sean had a little off track.
Yeah, we might see the white flag this time by, but I'm thinking it will probably be next time by for the white flag, so probably 2 more laps, just barely, for the field here, because we have 3 minutes left now. Going to be close for sure.
Yep, we got Morgan around Steve now. We got Sean coming up. Let's see what if Sean can catch him. He might be able to get by after the hairpin. I should know the name of the hairpin, but I cannot think.
T1. It's T1.
Or yeah, we could just say that. We could say T1.
That's the name of the corner. I don't forget.
Even though you actually start after it, but finish before it.
Yeah, but Eau Rouge does not have to have, like, that's not T1, it's Eau Rouge, so, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Ready on, ready off, I have no idea.
It's Eau Rouge, and then up the hill is Radeon.
Okay.
I don't know. To me, they should just have one name, because they're like the same thing. basically. But
Well, Sean with a little bit of draft help. This is going to
yep,
be
Sean's
interesting
going to use
here.
the draft a bit.
Going to be able to slingshot Ryan, who completely backs out in that corner last lap. Morgan had a 0.2 of a second faster lap time. Sean really looks to me, though, like his tires are struggling, Brian. He seems to be really struggling to get out, like, the bus stop in these very tight corners. The Merc is just kind of on ice.
Yeah,
As he
he's
tries to
been.
navigate
It
up to
seems like
Morgan.
he's been. Well, I don't know. He's kind of gaining now, but that whole time he seemed like he was just kind of slowly bleeding time.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting here for sure. I don't know if we have another lap just like this, because I don't think we're gonna see. Obviously, this isn't the white flag. I don't believe. I think we're gonna have one more lap. But I don't know if Sean's got enough in the tank for Morgan. I think Morgan's gonna have to give him an opportunity by making some sort of mistake here. I think he's used
We
up
got
just about all that
Ca-
Mercedes has.
Carey on the back of AJ, working his way back up. If he can get around
Yeah.
AJ, he's going to be back up to 7th.
Raphael with another meatball.
Uh-oh.
That's really going to further hurt the 13 car here. Depending upon when he got it, though, he may be able to finish the race without penalty. We lost a 24-hour, we lost a 12-hour race to a car that had a meatball at the end because they waited at the end of the race. They were so far ahead, and they didn't have to cross 3 laps.
Oh, we got Carey going on the inside of AJ in the we'll just call it the carousel.
Mm-hmm. Kerry Brooks recovering.
Looked like he just
up
kind of
to
let him through.
P7. Yeah, I mean, when someone catches you that fast, man, even if it's the last lap, there's a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, unless I'm really
absolutely.
junked.
And Morgan just seems to be getting away in that the bus stop and hairpin section.
Sean Ryan 2:17.8 last lap. I think that might have had something to do with the draft help that he had on the straightaway here. But
yeah, he had a great lap, but at the that little section at the end, Morgan just seems to get away.
Yeah, he had 1/10 faster at section 5. Sean Ryan is the closest he's been in a few laps here, but I don't know, Brian. I don't know if he's got enough time.
Yeah, that's a big gap to make up.
Close on somebody like Morgan. Man.
Morgan has just been rock solid all race.
Yep. So we've been talking about the first 2 a lot. We can talk about some other things, like the fact that Brandon Dooley is currently sitting in P3 after qualifying 10th. Almost qualifying 20th, depending upon the legitimacy of his final qualifying lap. To turn it around and be sitting on the podium on the white flag lap is anything short of impressive.
Yeah,
sure.
And we also got Tiago in 4th, who's up 10 positions for this race.
Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic for him. You saw him spin earlier and recover and all of the other things. Logan Key manually disconnecting there. This is gonna be big. Jeff Oakes definitely gonna put a hurting on Logan for points there for sure. But AJ Robest, no, Mark Rondu for sure.
Yeah,
is P6. So the top AM driver for sure, AJ. And Kent Chrisman P3 for AM so far. But it's not over at the front. Sean Ryan last interval was 1.2.
Yep, he has caught about a half second through this lap.
All he's got left is the
we
bus
just
stop.
have the bus stop. I don't think he's going to have enough there to make it. But that was a huge gain on that lap.
Yeah, I think Sean, if Sean had a lap or 2 more,
and there they
I
go.
think Morgan would have been in serious trouble.
Across the line.
Yeah. 2:18.4 to 2:17.7 again. Sean Ryan on the final lap. Man.
Yeah, Brandon coming by for P3. There's Tiago, a little ways behind him.
Yeah, not a whole lot of racing left at this point, as most of the cars that are still trying to finish up are very spread out. So you've got Richard Hibbs, next closest car to finishing. So Morgan, Sean, Brandon, and Tiago are your top 4. And then we go back from there.
Richard will make top 5 around the last bend here.
So he accelerates out of the bus stop. The car stays straight, and he crosses the line. P5 locked in for Tiago.
Here we have Mark coming through the bus stop. As long as he
Yep.
can just send it through here, he'll have P1 of the amateurs
Absolutely
and a
fantastic job, Mark.
P6 overall. Great finish for him. And there's Kerry coming through, P7. He fought his way back pretty well.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts for sure. Ken Chrisman, AJ Robest is going to grab P8 there. Sorry, and Ken Chrisman is the next car to be coming across in the 707 machine. Was all the way at the back at the end of the sprint race with a terrible crash that he had in that event to come home now 9th and 3rd in the AM class.
Yep.
Very respectable. Great drive tonight, Ken. Good stuff. Stephen Kelly, same thing.
And we only
P10,
I
exiting
think
the
we
bus
only have
stop.
Stephen Kelly and Raphael on track.
Looks to be.
Or is
Raphael
yeah,
is-
because
has
Tiago's
finished. Raphael's
no,
finished.
he's finished.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll call the finishers
Morgan,
to
did you
the
take tires because I had a slow stop,
line.
or were you always taking tires there?
I
Your-
took front.
Your AM
but I had
drivers
a slow
didn't stay
stop
out for the
because I
picture.
ran
Oh,
out
they
of
didn't.
fuel,
No.
thankfully, at the very beginning of the downhill on the pit.
We do usually do a little reminder about that before, but
That's all good. I'm messing you up. We had a fun broadcast. That was good stuff.
looks like the AMs have pretty well parked it. But Morgan, Sean, and Brandon, if you want to line up, we'll get a screenshot.
Whack. Yeah. Whack.
I'm being told to develop a Jackie Stewart voice or a Chris economic voice. Is that what that word is? I don't know
All
who
right,
those
perfect.
people
That'll
are,
work. Thanks.
and I'm very sorry. But I'm assuming they are broadcasters or people's voices that you like, and I can only tell you that this one is uniquely mine. So you're stuck with me. Muhaha. Get wrecked. I mean, you know, what you gonna do, right? But thank you, sir. I
Well-
appreciate you popping in. I'm sure Brian appreciates the interaction here. Voices from the 70s. Understood. I'm from the 90s, so I don't know what to tell you there, man. I sorry. I hate the sound of my own voice, so I don't know.
I told them they're good, but they're still sitting there.
Yeah, we're just enjoying it.
Is it time for donuts?
Oh.
Oh wait, I'm on admin?
Yep.
I got clicked on admin somehow. Sorry about that. You guys are good.
Good race, all.
See you. Get some. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Maybe we'll have to come bug Brian's stream more often here, if that's what you guys want to see.
So let me hide the UI and we'll bring up the results and find my window wherever I put it. There it is. All right, so there's our results for the race. Morgan, Carey, Richard, Declan, Daniel for the top 5 there. We get to see Morgan doing some donuts in the background. That's a nice little view in the scenic.
I heard him hit the fence. I think he's disqualified now. Only wish, right? Holy cow.
I still
Yeah,
want to implement that you have to do a cool down lap and make it back to pit box without running out of fuel rule.
Wow.
I think that'd be a good one to implement. We gotta have some fuel in the car to get it tested, right?
Sure. You have a good time setting that one up. We'll go back to oval for that one.
Well, we'll see if anybody pops into. Usually we have
Interview
people.
me if that would make you feel any better.
Yeah, we could. So how do you think your race went?
My race.
Yeah, how did your race go? I'm interviewing you.
I didn't have a car, so it didn't really go that great.
Well, I think you did better than me because I registered for the race and didn't even get to drive. So
Oh, so you had a car, but then they were just like, nah.
yeah, they just was like, nope, we're done.
It's like when you show up to the track with your race car, but you also have a day job kind of thing. It's like
Yeah, exactly.
rough, man. Real tough.
Not fair at all.
No. See anybody popping in for interviews, man? What's going
I
on?
I know. That's what I'm confused. We always have people popping in.
Yeah, hold on a second. Oh. Well, there's Carrie. I was about to call Carrie.
I heard a Dadoot. Yep.
Yeah.
What's up?
Carrie!
Well, that was some fun, intense racing. I learned some things tonight.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's going to bode
I-
well for Friday.
I learned some things as well that I'm not as nearly excited for the 24 hours I was before after watching this race.
Oh man, I thought it was some great racing.
I
Carrie,
had a blast.
dude, what a Matrix move you had when Declan spun in front of you. That was like Neo as hell, dude. I loved it.
Which one was that?
The one where he spun right in T1 off of Richard's rear bumper, and you were
Oh,
just
yeah.
kind of like whoop right around him. That was super cool.
I thought at first that I got him. I'm like looking up. No,
Yeah, that's what
no
we had to
zero
go
contact.
back.
Yeah.
No, I had to defend your honor. I was like, he hit Hibbs again, dude. The iron rear bumper of steel. Sean spun himself off of Richard's rear bumper earlier in the race too, man. I called him Iron Man. I didn't realize it was that intense.
Crazy. I apologize to Sean, but I think he needs to apologize to me. Are we still in the air? Calling you out.
Yes, we are. Call him
Yeah, it
out
looks
on
like
air.
he tried to slip in behind me. I thought that I had slid up to him. Actually, I may have wheel spun a bit, but that probably was the cause of it. If I had a little wheel spin, I slowed up, and as he was tucking in behind me. But the bummer was it got a big old penalty for being out there.
Wow.
But it was fun racing back. That was too bad. Who was it? Danny Mac that spun coming out
he's
of the
already
pits?
pinging you
Spun
in
out.
chat
Yep,
there.
spun out of the
Oh, is
pits.
he? Oh, that's dang.
Dude, I'm a failure to you, sir. I apologize, is what he said.
No. I had my I was just looking at one of my dashes, just coming up that hill, so I hadn't seen it nearly in time, and I looked up and saw the smoke and tried to get settled down. Obviously, I should have just driven around and
Yeah,
taken
he
the
tried to
penalty.
call it out.
Oh, I just realized I have the Heat 1 results up, not the feature
You do.
results.
And we pull Chris in. Chris Schuessler's in.
Yeah, we might as well. We don't have. Looks like we don't have anybody else popping in for some reason.
All right, I will pull Chris in.
Hey, Chris.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hi, buddy.
Goes, man.
It goes. We don't.
Nothing
There's
but a good little spa day.
nobody showing up, so we're just having a little chat.
hmm
Nice.
Everyone's
Nice.
on blast, FYI. If you finished in the top 18 and you're not in here, you're on blast. There's only 18 cars, by the way.
Sorry, you said everyone's on. Sorry, my crew chief was talking to me. You said everyone's on blast. Is that right?
Everyone's on blast, yeah, because they're not joining in Discord to have a chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I would be
We
on
should- we should-
blast. I'm sure.
Oh, Ken.
I was terrible. I'm
Ken,
Popped in.
deflated.
I'll pull him.
Yeah, it was a wild race.
Absolutely.
Hey, Ken.
Welcome, Ken.
Hello, hello.
All right, I got a couple people joining in here. Nobody else took us up on the offer. Right, well,
Yeah.
Brian, it's your show. You make it happen. So do things.
Well, let's talk to Ken. I guess he's the only podium finisher we have in here that even showed up with P3 and the AMs. How did the race go for you?
I didn't feel racy at all, so I was really surprised. I was probably just more lucky than anything. Even with the heat race, I crashed all by myself in the middle of nowhere and broke the car and had to get towed back. And I think
Oh,
I
was-
started dead last on the race.
Was that over the rumble strip?
Yeah, it's like
Was it-
I tapped the brakes and like a wheel caught on something and it just flipped me around and rolled the car, and it was good times.
Yeah, we caught that. That yeah, it just suddenly snapped, and that was all there was to it.
Well, Ken, I had to call you out towards the end of the race for being one of the most consistent drivers throughout that entire thing, because you call it luck, but it takes a lot to get through a 45-minute feature, especially one as packed as this one was, and go from 19th was your gridding position officially, all the way up to 9th overall and 3rd in the AM class. So hats off to you, Ken. That was a fantastic drive. from you tonight. So really great bounce back. Way to keep your head in it. Really good stuff, man.
Yeah, thanks. I was just like trying not to do anything stupid. So.
Yeah.
I think it was like Kerry went by me or something, and I let him go by, and I'm like, I'm going to follow him around and see where I'm slow. And it was like a half a lap later, he was gone. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to try not to crash.
Don't follow him into
Yep.
Danny. All right, wait, is that too soon? It's too soon. Sorry, sorry.
But hey, that's how I last time we ran Spa. That's how I won the race. Was I was just consistent, and it was kind of a similar thing where just everyone around me was dropping like flies.
Oh man,
So-
dude, the pit cycle was chaos.
Yeah,
There
tonight the pit
there
cycle was
so much
nuts.
Stuff happening in the pit cycle.
There was a bunch of black flags. There was speeding in pits, or possibly unsafe exits. There was a spin off the pits. There was yeah, there was
a lot.
multiple black flags, kind of all around in that whole pitting section.
Yeah, I think that's what really helped me, because when I went into the pits, I didn't have anybody around me. When I came out, I think a couple leaders went by, and then I was just in a hole by myself for the entire race. So it was a lot easier to stay focused that way. I didn't have people coming up behind me and pushing me, so that really helped
Yeah,
me out
just-
too.
Get in the zone and kind of hot lap by yourself.
Yeah, being at peace in your own head is a wonderful gift to have, Ken. So that's off, man. That's awesome. Some people go insane when they're by themselves. They need somebody to talk to them, or they lose their mind, or other cars around them. But not the case. So really good stuff.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. What's next, Brian? I'm not egging you on or anything. Just you know.
Well, let's
Do
chat with Chris some more.
I love
All
chatting
right.
with Chris.
Well, positive first, negative second. I wasn't the quickest. I mean, and that's, kind of, usual for me. Usually not the quickest on track, but I was driving really consistent. Drove really clean up until my pit cycle. I think I only had maybe 2x. So, it was good driving, and I felt good about what I was doing. And I think I had gained a couple positions by attrition, maybe. Anyway, things were not bad, so I actually was really happy with myself. And I thought, you know what, maybe by the end of this whole thing, it'll actually work out well. And then I had my pit cycle, and I'm embarrassed. I'll be honest. I was terrible, and I think I ruined some other. I ruined the race for some other people, I should say, unfortunately, and I'm just really deflated about that.
Well,
So,
I'm gonna stop here, Chris, because I don't want you to carry on thinking that. We did some math, okay? The overall factor of difference between the pit cycles between Morgan and Sean was 0.4 of a second. So
yeah, and I get that, and that's fine, but I handled myself pretty bad, and I don't know. I wish Sean was here. Maybe he'll listen to this on the replay, but I entered the pits and I was trying to just manage my like black box, and just didn't think about the fact that there could be someone behind me or traffic behind me as well. And so I'd have to replay it myself, but I probably even came to a complete stop because I wasn't sure. And I'm going to take this whole thing as a learning experience, and I definitely will, and I will not make that mistake again. But I wasn't sure if you have to have all of your settings set before you cross the yellow cones to enter the pits for those settings to take effect or not. So that's what I was trying to manage. I figured while I was going to pit and I wasn't the fastest, I would take a set of tires. And that's why it was so bad for me, as I was just trying to, shift through the boxes and then click this and click that.
Mhm.
And, I was just trying to manage it. And meanwhile, I realized I have a whole bunch of cars stacked up behind me. And we're going through the pits, and then that really sharp right turn, I even kind of screwed up as well. And anyway, I get the math that maybe it wasn't such a big factor for Sean, but it's a ridiculous way to race, and it's a ridiculous way to sort of go through the pit and handle that whole cycle, and to not be aware of what's around you. And so that's what kind of just pretty much like I said, kind of just deflated me. I mean, you know, I did another lap, and I'd figured, you know what, I just want to get off track. I just kind of want to watch the race now, and you know, you guys all know that I try and be very, you know, courteous on track and let folks through, and you know, kind of one of the things that bothers me the most is negatively impacting someone else's race, and so I pretty much just, yeah, I was kind of just over it, and I figured I just needed to watch for a while. So yeah, that's kind of what I can say about today's race, and you know, start fresh tomorrow.
Nope. Understood,
You're good,
Chris.
buddy.
Yeah, I second that. You know, we all have these learning experiences that we go through and everything. And of course, Spa having, you know, the simplest, obviously the simplest pit road I've ever seen. Just kidding, it's ridiculous. Um, but a couple tips for yourself, Chris, and maybe even some people watching tonight. And again, you know, guy that races like once every 3 months, so take that with a grain of salt. But um, you can be adjusting your black boxes and everything all the way up to your pit box. It doesn't actually take effect or anything happens until you stop
Okay.
in your pit box officially.
Okay.
So past the yellow line and everything is good. Um, you can also start making adjustments to your box before you even fire your car sitting on the grid. So if you have a plan in your head about what you're going to need for tires, if you're going to take your fast repair, any of that stuff, obviously pending a crash or something like that, you can set your pit settings before you even fire your car to start the race, and then you don't have to worry about anything like that. Works ideally in a single stop scenario for sure.
That I did know. It wasn't till I was, you know, gonna take my, you know, pit cycle that I said, you know what, I'll just take some tires. I don't think I would have otherwise, and so yeah, so I appreciate those tips, and that's good to know.
Gotcha. Understood. Well,
Hey, Sean, you're 5 minutes too late, bud. I just made my big public apology, man.
It's fine, bud. It's all good.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry that I ruined that for you, and whoever else was behind you. I won't get into the whole thing again. Maybe you'll listen to the replay, but yeah, dude, that was I'm completely embarrassed how I did that. I was trying to manage my boxes, not even thinking that anyone was behind me, dude. It was stupid, and I'm embarrassed, and I apologize if I cost you the win. So that's, yeah, pretty deflated about everything. So I'm sorry.
It's all good, bud.
Well, we got our top 3 pro finishers popping in here. I probably should have announced who all was top 3 in AMs, even though they had parked before we had a chance to grab a screenshot. But I guess let's start with Brandon. Had a pretty solid showing there.
Yeah, I got caught out by myself in qualifying with a little bit bad. I was lucky to get P10 in qualifying. Screwed up the first lap and spun and slid, killed the tires, and the second lap was not any better after getting a terrible exit out of the final corner. So I had one lap and just tried to get a banker in just to get something so I wasn't all the way back. Just then survived the sprint race, just let anything happen was going to happen and try not to force anything. And then same for the feature. I knew everybody, long race, easy off tracks, easy to spin it and loop it and hit a wall or go in gravel deep and get time coming out. So I was just trying to play it safe, run my race because I knew there was no way I'm keeping up with Morgan and Sean up there, and a lot of the other guys were fast tonight too. So it was just like, yeah, I'll just hang out here. I'll be comfortable. Had a really good battle for a while with Thiago, and unfortunately, looked like after I wasn't sure what happened because I thought I was clear, and I'm like, well, maybe I wasn't because I got a 4X on that, but it looked like he just kind of, I was on the inside and had to take that one turn 10 a little slower than normal to try to make sure I gave him room, and he kind of came up the back end and unfortunately looped it then after that. But from there it was just kind of on my own, running my pace and trying not to get in trouble, and paid off.
Yeah, we had kind of a big shakeup after there's some black flags and stuff that happened through pits, and everybody kind of just got separated after that. So
That sounded like the Beastie Boys. You got to keep them separated.
but
Yeah, my iRace control was a Christmas tree with all the lights and everything.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah,
ugly
it
one
was.
because they weren't like pretty lights; they were like yellow and black and everything. But
Hey, you're welcome for that.
Well, that
does
wasn't
it,
even
Does it light up incident points?
that
no,
didn't
it
even
was,
have
it
anything
was,
to do
it
with
was
you. It was
speeding
all kinds of
penalties.
other stuff happening.
Speeding penalties
Just
and
it was all at the same
you know,
time.
unsafe exits and everything. Oh yeah, it was wild. But Braden, it's funny you mentioned that too because I was telling Brian you can watch a stream back for confirmation. But I'm the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, man, Brandon, really rough qualifying there, kind of like uncharacteristic for him, and then just all sprint and all features, just this slow burn to the front. So I think you did. I mean, it's going to be in your own words for sure, but in my opinion, exactly what you need to do this weekend to get yourself back up into that good position. So hats off, man. It's a hell of a drive.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
up
man, appreciate it.
4
Yep.
positions.
Just survive.
Yes, baby. Love it.
Well, next I guess we got Sean, who came in second and had a big run in that last lap. It looked like you closed about a half second in that last lap.
I think Morgan was just backing down. He didn't want to make a mistake and throw it away on the last lap. We were running, within a few tenths of each other, every other lap or whatever. I'd pull a little bit back and then make a mistake, and then he'd walk off again. And he had the measure of me in the second stint. I didn't take tires, and he had fresh fronts, so it was just kind of one of those things in the dirty air. I never really had it, but
Yeah, we
hats
had
off to him.
we had kind of wondered if you took tires or not because it looked like you were getting maybe just a little bit slidey on corner exits and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, so I dove in the pits a lap early because, running in the dirty air like that, trying to keep up with him. I think my tires were just getting hot, and so I was losing ground. So I wanted to get in just so the tires would cool off. But I in the test that I did, the tires were still at like 75% at the turn. So I wasn't planning on taking tires. I just wanted to get some heat out, and when I went back out, things kind of worked out for me. I was able to get back in the groove and run, but ultimately, I mean, long term, once the tires kind of level out again, he has some fresh tires and I don't. So it was unfortunate. I think I came out like 2 seconds behind him at the turn there, and the drafting with iRacing updating the aero model with these GT3 cars, it's so hard to get a run on someone, and especially with the Porsche coming out of the source, the engine over the back wheels, you just thunderfoot it and the thing hooks up and goes.
Oh yeah, it just squats and goes.
So it's really hard to get a run on him, and he did a great job. Kept it mistake free and drove away. So hats off.
Yeah, you guys had some great racing going on in the beginning of the race, and of course before Kerry got the slowdown penalty, he was in the middle of that as well. That was some great racing to watch.
Yeah, I don't know, if Kerry's slowdown penalty, if that was, I mean, Kerry apologized, but he probably had the car on me and just slid up on my nose a little bit, but I probably could have lifted if I saw it coming better. It was a 0x that turned into a 1x because he kind of twitched off track, but
Yeah,
just kind of unfortunate that it turned into a slowdown, and I think he lost more than one place after that. So
just watching from the cameras, it kind of looked like it's one of those things where the cars kind of just attached to each other and wouldn't let go.
yeah, I mean, it's probably a little bit of netcode, probably a little bit of me not giving him space to take the line again, because he had me clear. I was just trying to run down to Eau Rouge with him, but
I think I lost a little bit of traction right at that moment too, which probably didn't help, which put us closer together.
Yeah,
because I was trying to stay down, figuring you were going out. So, yeah.
Well, great run, and gonna be just moving up in the points since you had those couple races you missed.
Yeah, yeah.
You're really gonna be coming up in points.
Yep. Definitely better than having a 0 on the board for the ones that I missed. Kind of annoyed that I threw away a few points there in the heat by finishing 6th instead of where I was right behind Morgan. Just driving stupid. You know, I was trying to see if I could pass him, and I should have just played it more conservative and taken the points. But you know, a little bit of a setback there. But
Yeah.
Well, 5 and second still.
That's what the sprint race is for, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of hard to look at it, you know, from that when, you know, Morgan's finished second and second when I've won, and
yeah,
I got my 2 drop weeks already spoken for, so I basically need to be perfect to the end to have any hope of catching up with him. But yeah, we'll see. There's still a lot of racing left.
Yep.
Gonna keep trying.
Well, congrats on that P2. And we got Morgan here, who is our P1 overall for the pros and everything. I don't know if I have a whole much to say. You're just kind of super consistent tonight.
I was trying. Went into this with some laps earlier in the day, and that's it. I'm not running the Spa 24, so I don't have all the practice these guys did, which I could tell there's some people that have been running there because the top half of the field was tight. I was not expecting everybody to be quite so close. I mean, that sprint, what was it? The top 5 of us were separated by only a few seconds.
Yeah, the sprint and the first half of the feature were just amazing to watch. It was so close all the way through.
Yeah, so, popular track and killer track, this is a place where keeping it clean really rewards you, especially when it comes to the off tracks. I mean, it's just so easy to pick up an off track here and there, and, over a 45-minute race, those things really add up. So I was trying to avoid not getting a black flag like I did last week.
Yep.
It worked out this time. Porsche tried to kill me a few times, managed to wrangle it, and had a heck of a race with Sean. Sean was at no point letting me go anywhere. So it's going to be an interesting rest of the season. Good news for Sean. I will not be making next Tuesday's race, so both of my drops are spoken for as well.
Oh, this might be tight coming down to the end then.
Indeed.
Awesome.
So I'm looking forward to it, especially towards the end. We have the Nordschleife, right?
In 2 weeks, I think.
Maybe?
No, that's just the GP
I think it's
circuit.
GP circuit. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Bummer.
It's just
All
GP.
right.
But there
I
is.
got really excited when I saw that when it first got posted.
I forgot
I'm hearing
to check.
Nürburgring special event in the off season. Understood. Noted.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nordschleife,
you heard him.
Nordschleife street stocks.
Written down.
Yeah, street stocks. I wouldn't do that to you. I would at least give you a super late model. Come on.
Oh, the street stock road
Gen
course
4 Cup
racing.
car?
Come on.
Yeah, no. Dude, we just
Garage
saw Sonoma.
56
That was,
special.
that was everybody on like ice skates the entire time.
Oh, we
Of
have
course, Kerry would ask for the Gen 4 car. He walked away from everybody at Sonoma.
Rudskogen next week.
What did you call me?
we have Rudskogen next week, and then Le Mans, and then Nürburgring, and then we finish up at Monza.
I don't know
Schedule,
anything
man.
about this track next week.
Well, it's a free one, so get on it.
I own it.
Unfortunately be missing as well.
Everybody's supposed to be there. It's a free one.
Right?
We got people missing already.
My
Well,
work
Morgan,
had other plans.
congrats
no.
on the on that P1. That was just solid race tonight.
Hey, thank you.
Yep. Hell of a drive, Morgan. Class act, man.
Yep. Indeed.
Well, we also have Danny here. I
Danny.
don't think we've really talked to Danny yet, have we?
He's been hiding on mute the whole time.
Yeah, he
Now he's on
has.
the spot. There it
Oh,
is.
there he is.
Guys, it's okay. I'm here.
Hey.
And I would really publicly apologize to Kerry Brooks.
Oh, stop it.
Let him down. I messed up, man. I messed up bad. And I'm sorry you got collected in that.
That's okay, buddy.
I swear, though, and I mean, might roll it back, but Jimmy Hayden actually hopped in my car during the pit stop. So, I don't know.
He hadn't put his beer down. He was still in the pits, technically.
You're gonna be, dude. Get some, and the YouTube chat's gonna blow his head through a wall somewhere. The tinfoil hat on, screaming, "I knew it!"
Telling you, I just went out to, like I said, refresh my, my brewski, and then I came back and the car was gone.
Yeah. Oh shit. That's not good. Did you take Brian's?
Yeah,
He accidentally registered tonight. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I
Just didn't
registered and
catch
didn't
on.
even get to race.
Yep.
But that was fun race. Good to hear Ben up there, Brian, doing amazing with broadcasting. Really appreciate everything you guys do, and it's always a fun time. Unfortunately, I forgot to turn my monitors on coming out of the pits and kind of ruined my race, but always a good time.
I hate when you do that, man. You know,
Well-
you just they're right there and you just forget. And
Did you select the windshield tear off or the tear on? Maybe just put a black one on.
Are we not supposed to physically do that IRL? Or
while driving out the window, like Dale Earnhardt did that one time. Yeah, totally.
Right.
a little expensive.
Well, props to you
No.
for hanging in there after that happening, and then I think you got did you get a black flag from unsafe exit because of it as well, and had to come back again?
No, see, that was after I brought it back, or I towed it back, and then lo and behold, man, same spot. Got a little slip, unsafe exit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I was very consistent there.
I caught
Three-
that, and I was
three
like, man,
tires,
that's
that's
such a bummer. iRacing, leave him alone, will you? Jeez.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry about that, Kerry. I'd rather take you out on my own terms and not some, lack of skill. So I apologize for that.
Don't sweat it, man. Honestly, it's gone.
The 14 car thanks you.
Yeah, anytime. Good
Yeah.
win, Morgan.
Yeah, there's maybe a few people donating some money to your bank account.
You buy better security for
Well,
your
that's-
car in the pits, man.
That's good good representation of our league here while we're still live. We got multiple people in here apologizing and
Yeah, right. I
Good-
made the
good
comment
stuff
earlier
going
in
on.
the I made the comment earlier in the broadcast. I said hats off to everybody that we can actually have open radio chat live on the broadcast during the race. You can't do that in official and get away with it very cleanly. So
Yeah, just wait till the cameras are off. No, I'm just kidding.
yep, we're waiting. I'll turn it off for you. Hold on. It's okay. It's off.
No, I'm scared of Kerry. Please don't.
well, I guess I'm going to I'm gonna mute Discord real quick and sign off on the stream here.
Cool.
All right, so next week we're going to Rudskogen. Be here at the same time, same place. Pretty good chat with everyone. It was a great race tonight. Everybody was super close to the sprint. First half of the feature was awesome to watch. Kind of got split up there at the end, but overall, pretty nice, clean racing. And we'll see you all next week at Rudskogen.